Hello folks, very warm welcome to another video here in the Microsoft Sim. Just excuse me while I stretch, try and get these aging muscles to work. Folks, what will this be? This will be a first flight after Sim update number 8. That's what this will be. I've done the update process and I've fired up the Kodi. The SimWorks Studios Kodiak. A beautiful vista before us, folks. Beautiful part of the world this. We are in Chile. Yes, Chile. Why Chile? Don't really know, other than I felt like a fly in Chile. I don't really need a reason more than that. Although I do have a reason. This is going to be an FS economy run. Renting a Kodiak and going on a short flight across these hills. I don't know exactly which direction. We'll work that out. The G1000 will tell me which direction, and we'll do our best to follow the magenta, but there's some serious terrain around us and there's a fair bit of cloud, so my guess is we might have to sort of divert. Certainly around the terrain, that's not optional. I don't think we can out-climb it on this short flight. It's only like 30 miles. I'll tell you where we are and where we're going, folks, but I can't pronounce it. I can give you the ICAO codes. Our departure point is SCAS, Sierra Charlie Alpha Sierra. Oh, don't I sound like a pilot, hey? Turn myself on. And we're going to another place with the code of Sierra Charlie Charlie Yankee, SCCY. About 30 miles away. Nice little earner, though, in terms of FS economy, so that's why we're doing it. Folks, I'm going to get us started. I'll get us out onto a runway. We'll get airborne. Really, the purpose of today's flight is for me to see what Sim Update 8 looks like. See whether there's any notable issues on my rig. I have not really briefed myself. I haven't kept up to date with what Sim Update 8 actually did, but I know from previous experience that every Sim Update breaks stuff. And I guess I'm going to explore what is broken on my rig. Folks, I'll get us started and we'll go flying. Alright, so engine start has been achieved. I'm planning to go across at 5,000. I don't know whether that's going to be high enough. I suspect not. But we'll suck it and see, as the actress said to the vicar. We've got some lights happening. Taxi lights on. We'll get our strobies on later. Might need the pedos as well. Local barrow is 1011. There we go. Yeah, so that's our route direct across the hills. Let me change the view. There we go. From wherever this place is to wherever that place is. It seems to be in a bit of a valley there. We may have to divert. I don't know that we're going to be able to go direct. The weather radar is painting a little bit of moisture. Not on our route though. Is the weather radar working? I don't know. What else is broken in the sim after this update? I don't know, but there will probably be other videos, folks, by the time this one gets published, that will tell you what's happened, as well as forum posts. There always is. So, what I'm going to do is hit parking brake, because I am chewing up dollars by sitting here, rambling on. We'll head out onto the runway, which is over in this direction. Reset that view. There we go. We'll take flap. Take off flap, head out onto the strip. I think it's runway, I think it's 07 will do us. It's a short strip. We might take the full length, as the actress said to the vicar. I will stop that joke, folks. I give you my word. That's the last time I make that remark. In this video, anyway. Here we go. Look, I hope everyone's keeping well in this crazy mixed up world that we occupy. Lots happening around the place. Here down under, we've had some pretty significant weather challenges on the east coast of late. It's been very, very moist. Yes, I myself have been affected by that in the recent week or so. Currently stranded from civilization. The location that I live in has turned into a bit of an island, and we're waiting for the river levels, the water levels to subside before we can reconnect with the world. Although just quietly, it's kind of nice to be isolated from some of the garbage that happens. Heading bugger lines. Now, what I'm going to do is my famous little trim trick. That's about enough trim. Forward trim. A little bit of right rudder trim. That's kind of it. I know there's an actual science to it, and you're supposed to do stuff properly, folks. But if you're watching my videos, you're not here for quality instruction, are you? If you are, you're going to be disappointed. Strobes on, landings on. Get those taxi lights coming off. I might take the pitos. I reckon we're going to be in the white stuff. A bit warm. Let's go down to 23 degrees. I'll just bring that fan down a tad. Just gets a little bit noisy. Yeah, outside air temperature's 19 here. What else we need to do? Not much. We've got flaps set. We've got trims set. Heading bugs aligned. We know we're sort of going over here. Shall we do it? I think we shall. Let's do it. I wonder if this thing flies differently after Sim Update 8. I not know. We're about to find out. A bit of right boot would be nice, mate. Don't over talk it. There we go. We're good. Airspeed's alive. So far so good. We're still on the strip anyway. We'll probably rotate around about here. A little bit of right boot probably required. There we go. It's all right. Runway centre line. Fella. She's heavy. Real heavy. And we'll just fly out here before we runway heading for just a tad before we sort of head in that direction. If we make the turn too soon, we're going to be heading straight into terra firma, so on flight in balance, mate. Those flaps coming up. Come back on the proper tad. Alright, so what we might do is begin to turn out towards the southeast. Now, I reckon we might have to kind of fly the valley here a tad. Might be the only way we're getting around. And that's alright. We don't need to be stuck in cloud in such a beautiful place. Here we go. Safely away, folks. I'll rejoin you a little bit later on for the approach into whatever the location is. Because what we're going to do is essentially turn around and come back again and make a little bit of virtual coin here in the old FS economy. So I'll see you for the approach. Alright, so we're about 10 miles from our destination, folks. We've just been basically following the valley. VFR at 3.5. And it's been lovely. We've been getting along at a decent clip. Beautiful part of the world, this. Chile, South America itself. The whole shebang offers some very challenging flying, very enjoyable flying. I've had the pleasure of visiting in real life, IRL for the cool kids, and have spent many an hour in the sim, various sims over in different parts of South America, top to bottom, and we're here in Chile today. So, got to think about an approach. 8 miles. 10 miles when I started talking. So we're kind of around the corner here, folks. SCCY. Very close to a river by the looks of it. What we might do is, just because we can, go autopilot, flight director, all the stuff off, give Georgie a rest. We'll go local Barrow, which is 10.8. Yeah, I've been getting along at just under 160 TAS. Beautiful aeroplane. Look, I can't notice any significant difference to what it was before Sim Update number 8. But I'm no expert in the aircraft. I know they've changed some propellery stuff. All the technical terms on this channel, folks. Propellery stuff. Yeah, but look, I can't notice much of a difference. But when I say that, there'll be 100 videos on YouTube which will go into the minutiae of what's changed. Yeah, so if you want to know, or you could just watch, there's another Australian flight sim guy. He might be a real pilot by now. I know he was trying to He had started the private pilot journey a while ago. You know who I'm speaking about without even me mentioning his name. He has many subscribers, and all he has to do is post a video titled Big Sim Update, and he gets 20,000 views in a day. Now that's popularity right there. I'm sure that he will take you through the detail of what changed in Sim Update 8, if you are wondering. Enough about that. I need to get this thing on the ground. So, it's a beautiful part of the world. If only I could pronounce it. Beautiful country. One of the most memorable flying experiences of my life. My real flying experience was as a PAX, flying in across the Pacific into Santiago, and the Andes appear and you fly up the coast. Oh, majestic stuff. Really, I would say awe-inspiring. I mean, in the genuine sense of the word. We overuse the word awesome in the vernacular these days, but that was truly awe-inspiring. Thank you, Betty. Nice to hear from you. So here's our strip down here, folks. What are we going to do in terms of wind? Does it really matter? Not too much. What we might do is fly a heavily improvised approach. Betty, thank you. I heard you the first time. Heavily improvised approach to runway, whatever it is, heading towards the sort of northeast. That's what we'll do. And we'll get ourselves slowed down to flap extension, which we are. We can take first stage. Take a gander out the right hand side. There's our strip. What runway are we going to land on? Can't see the numbers yet. Doesn't really matter. We're going to land there anyway, even if there wasn't numbers painted. Fly right downwind to whatever this runway is. It's a beautiful part of the world. A bit of popping with the scenery and stuff. I haven't noticed any significant difference, any noticeable difference at all from Sim Update 7 in terms of the visuals and stuff, but I don't think that's what the Sim Update was about, was it? I don't think so. We'll make a tidy righty. Keep slowing down, keep coming down. We don't need to slow down much. 80 knots is fine. I find this thing a little bit easier to land with 2 stages of flap rather than full flap. I mean, I still don't do a great job. Betty, enough. I know I'm a little bit low. An oblique base, as usual. Need to keep the power on. We're a little bit heavy, mate. We don't want to drop this thing in for the strip. Short runway. Here at Sierra Charlie Yankee. 03 is our runway, folks. Now we're a little high. What's the wind doing? We're giving ourselves a headwind. We're giving ourselves a fighting chance here. That's a good start. Alright, see how we go. Yeah, you want to get it down, mate. Yeah, we're on. Not good, not pretty. A little bit of braking. We floated that out far too far to be considered a respectable landing. And what we'll do is to chuck a Yui, head back to the ramp. Try and keep it on the strip here. Oh, I think that was a runway excursion. Millimeters in it. There, flaps coming back up. Did feel a little bit stuttery there, a little bit jittery. Maybe not stuttery, jittery. Is there a difference? I don't know. For the purpose of my story, there has to be a difference. But it did feel just during the sort of the final stages there, into the flare and whatever, felt a little bit spongy on the controls, but that might be just my poor technique. What I'll do is pull up here next to the terminal. That terminal looks completely authentic, doesn't it? Not? Anyway, pull up right here, let my 9 packs out. Parking brake can come on, which will trigger the FS economy thing. It does. We just added some virtual coin to our bank balance. Folks, I'm going to take on another set of 9 passengers and head back. That'll be in part 2 of the video. We'll see you for that. Alright, welcome back on board, folks. We are loaded with packs. We're loaded with packs and cargo. It's very impressive. The visuals in this whole aircraft. It's just an impressive package. I believe there's an update coming, isn't there? I'm sure I saw something published, but I haven't actually seen an update come through. Am I correct? Have I just been living under a rock? I don't know. I've been flooded in for a week, folks. Haven't had contact with the outside world. Let me know. Do we still have a world? Right. Now, we're going to go back to the place that we took off from. So, flight plan-wise was that. We can invert the flight plan, which is like that. How easy is it, folks? Boom. Done. Basically going to follow the same track. Right? That valley right there, going to turn around 30 miles, whatever it is, 26.4 even. We know how precise, well, I like to be. Hey, really, the detail matters to me, doesn't it, folks? Righto, so what do we need to do? We'll put our taxi light on. Those landing lights should have come off. That's poor form. Pitot should have come off as well. Lots of poor form here. Trim's an issue. Oh, trims are okay there. And a little bit of rudder trim would be good, so we'll just set that out there. All good. Alright. So, shall we do this thing? We should. Now, I've forgotten something. Haven't I? I've forgotten to start the FS Economy client. Let me go and do that, folks. I'll see you on the runway. Alright, runway 03, heading bug aligned. It'll be an early left turn down towards our destination. Landing lights are on, trims are set, we already checked that I think. Flaps are set. Everything's good. Well, good enough to go at least. Let's do this thing. I know you're supposed to spool it up before you release the brakes and all that stuff, folks. I prefer a rolling start. My sim, I'll bloody fly the thing how I want. There we go, a little bit more juice to get us moving. There we go, 40 knots and we're away. It's just a little bit jittery on the ground. Maybe it was before this, I don't know. We'll sort of rotate about there, a little bit of right boot. There we go, not too much right boot though. Away we go, folks, 80 knots, safely away. So runway heading for a bit and then we'll do an early left turn. Real early left turn like now, let's do it. Because we can. Flaps can come up as we do so. And into the valley we go. The Valley of Sin. I'm sure that's not what it's called, but that could be the name of this channel. The Valley of Sin. I spent enough time in that valley. Just quietly. That's all I'll say on that matter. Folks, we're safely away, I think. Again, back towards our point of original departure. I won't bore you with the en route portion. I'll see you for the approach back into Sierra Charlie Alpha Sierra. Now, I know I said I wouldn't bore you with the en route, folks, but have a look at that view out the front. Isn't that gorgeous? For all of the foibles, all of the issues, the bugs, the frustrations that we have with this sim, you kind of forget about it when you look out the virtual windscreen and you see a view like that. That's just lovely. But just under the clouds, 4.5, we're battling a decent old headwind. Geez, the wind's picked up since we did the first leg. But have a look at this, eh? Yeah, there's some issues with the mesh here, I think. It's not a region that's received the mesh treatment. But, hey, look. Would you rather be... There's not too many other places you'd rather be, at least in the virtual world, and in a fantastic aeroplane like this, in a sim that models the terrain so well, the visuals, the clouds, look at the lighting and stuff, the shadows, all the stuff. Let me go outside. I'm waxing lyrical here, folks, about the sim. I know. Look, I try to be fair in my... Actually, I don't try to be fair. I tell you what I am. I'm just giving you my honest view. I don't have to be fair. I'm not a bloody journalist. I give you my honest view. You hear it, you know, you can disagree with it, that's alright. You know, opinions are like assholes, folks, everyone's got one. But yeah, it's flights like this, you know, that kind of, they keep you coming back. You know, they draw you in. You have a flight where it crashes to desktop, or live weather doesn't work, or the aircraft's a bit crap, and yeah, performance is ordinary, whatever, and then you rock up and you do a flight like this, not really with any expectations, and look at it. It's just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. We need to think about an approach into our destination. We've got some weather out towards the sort of west of the field. You can see here on the MFD, if I take you down there, that's weather, that green stuff. Well, it's moisture, to be precise. We've got a serious breeze. 20 knots. Okay, so we took off, I think... Did we take off to the east? We did. So I think it was like 06 or 07 or something, wasn't it? Originally. So we might land on 25 if that wind sort of holds up. We might get Georgie to help us with the descent. Runway elevation was like 200 or 300 feet, wasn't it? I'll plug in 1500. I'll just get us moving. I'll just get us coming down. So 1500. Let's come off the juice a tad. Yeah. So we basically follow this river and the field. We might even get visual with the field shortly. Somewhere over here, I think. Does that make sense? Yeah, a bit further, mate. A bit further. That's all right. I've managed to work out how to get the banana to appear on the display. It's in a menu somewhere. If I could remember how to do it, I'd show you. It took me a while. I was playing around with it on a flight the other day. Because I saw it in a video. I thought, I don't have the banana on my screen. I want a bloody banana. As a Queenslander, I'm entitled to a banana. That's what parents are given at birth. Give birth to your kid, you get a pineapple and a banana. Welcome to Queensland. And the father gets a can of 4X. Not a cigar like they have in the United States or whatever. A can of 4X. And the mum gets a pineapple and a banana and say, hey, well done. Thanks for bringing another Queenslander into the world. Is that how it works? Oh, God, I can go on with some shit, folks, I tell you. I make myself laugh because sometimes that's all I got. That's all I got. Laughter is better than bloody medication. Although, if you're supposed to be taking medication for whatever condition you have, don't let me stop you, right? I'm just saying that, I don't know, laughter helps get through life, doesn't it, folks? Eh? Anyway, can I say, I try and do this on every few videos. Welcome new subscribers to the channel, and thank you, and thank you to all the older subscribers, or more long-term subscribers. I do have quite a few older subscribers. I do. It seems that this channel attracts more of the mature generation, and I'm not complaining about that. You're my sort of people. Yeah, more of the mature folks than the youngsters. But no matter what your age or your gender, although I doubt I have any female subscribers, you're welcome here, and I really do appreciate your support. It means a lot to an old fella who makes these videos with his silly nonsense. Good to have you on board. We've got some flying to do here. 4 miles to run. We're probably a little high. I might give Georgie a break. Might get landing lights on and give Georgie a break. Autopilot off. There we go. So yeah, I'd love to be able to say to you that I've noticed all these changes with Sim Update 8. But I honestly haven't. It feels very much like Sim Update number 7. There's the strip right there. Alright, so we will land. That wind has decreased considerably. But we will land on 2.5. What I'll need to do is bring the power back, something chronic. We're definitely high. We'll give ourselves a chance here and fly a sort of a 2 mile final, something like that, to runway 25. With some snow on the ground. Is that realistic? It's March in Chile. Was there snow when we left? I don't remember seeing any. There might have been. This is where people, you know, make comments, and they tell me what I actually did and what I haven't seen and stuff. And I learn a lot from the comments. We'll just get under flap extension speed here. We'll do a bit of a slip, folks. This is very sloppy flying. We'll get it down. Have faith. Massive slip. Thanks to the mod. Thanks, Betty. Take second stage of flap. I might try a full flap landing. Why not? See if we can make this one a little better than the first one. Anyway, see, we'll get down. Beautiful. Thanks to the mod in this aircraft, she flies well. Yeah, we've got full flaps, runway 25, Sierra Charlie Alpha Sierra. We're getting a little bit slow, although we're a little bit quick for our last landing, I feel. Oh, this will be a... We're gonna drag its ass in here a little bit. Nice headwind. Jeez. Anyway, cut the power just before we flare, which is like there. Yeah, bang! Not much of a flare. We pull it up real quick. We don't need to pull it up that fast. Let it roll out. Yeah, we got on the back side of the curve there, so to speak. Well, it's a fantastic aeroplane. Really, the capability is just incredible. Get our flaps up. We come in and we'll find the ramp, which is over here on the right hand side. Folks, can I once again thank you for your support and thank you for your company on this video. If you come looking for a review of what Sim Update 8 did, sorry. It was never going to be that. I can't notice any difference, to be honest. But there's stuff that's happened. I'm going to try and squeeze in here. I'm just going to imagine that those wing tips will clear. They will. I'll park next to the other Kodi, which will be here. Get the parking brake set. Get that virtual coin deposited into the bank account, like so. There you go, folks. Quest Kodiak. Oh, it's not the Quest. It's the other model, the other mob. Whoever bought it, the manufacturer. The SimWorks Studios rendition of the Kodiak here in the Microsoft Sim on a 2-leg FS economy run in Chile. Thanks for your company, folks, and we'll see you in the next video.